Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson and the Adahi Tano program. Cars Plus, home of Guam's first and only lifetime limited powertrain warranty. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurants, always open, always local, and serving up favorites for over 40 years.
Coming up on Prime Time, effective midnight Monday, all businesses and schools on island, as long as they meet public health guidelines, can open. Plus, after a public hearing and long debate, lawmakers vote in favor of a primary election. And a motion for a temporary mandatory injunction in the lawsuit against the GDOE superintendent is denied. My friends, Hafaday and good evening. I'm Jason Salas, and these are tonight's top stories. Well, by way of a major announcement, the governor has declared that Guam will be in pandemic condition of readiness level 3 effective next Monday. Now, this effectively means all businesses and schools, with a few exceptions, will be allowed to open. Leon Guerrero also announced a change to quarantine requirements effective next Friday that will allow for the reopening of tourism.
After consulting with my physician advisory group and the state surgeon cell, I am declaring that Guam will be in pandemic condition of readiness 3 effective midnight Monday, July 20th.
Senior citizen centers and organized public sporting events are not included, but the governor did increase the allowable size of public gatherings from 25 people to 50. She also announced changes to the quarantine protocol that will allow arrivals from low-risk countries, such as our main tourism source markets of Japan, Korea, and Taiwan, to avoid quarantine for stays of less than 5 nights. They're also not required to be tested before arrival. Physicians Advisory Group Chairman Dr. Felix Cabrera.
What it was a calculated risk overall in terms of when was the optimal date to test persons who come in from even from a low risk area, and it was that 5 days. So basically, it comes down to if you caught the virus, let's say on the day that you were traveling and you came in here to Guam, and if you're here for less than 5 days, it's very unlikely that you will manifest symptoms or become infectious. And when you leave Guam, then that no longer becomes Guam's problem, which is the reality of that.
So it's very fluid, and we are watching this on a regular basis. Dr. Cabrera gives us a update almost every day on these risk cases. So yes, people might say it's really more just tourism oriented. You know, of course, tourism is very important, Nestor, to our economic health.
The governor also extended the public health emergency to August 29th. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Now, late this afternoon, GVB Vice President Dr. Jerry Pear is issuing a statement writing, quote, with more residents feeling comfortable patronizing local businesses and restaurants today, the Guam Visitors Bureau is encouraged by the governor's decision. Our community understands, he writes, the importance of supporting these measures for the benefit of us all. That statement's available for your review. It's on KUAM.com right now. Well, speaking of COVID-19, here's the latest data about coronavirus in our island community. 0 people tested positive for COVID-19 out of 241 test samples today. There have been 314 cases in all since March 15th, with 87 cases currently active, 222 people that have been released from isolation, 4 people hospitalized, and 5 deaths. Additionally, of those cases, 267 are classified as civilians, with 47 being military service members. As a reminder, community drive-through and walk-in testing continues next Wednesday, the 22nd, from 9 a.m. to high noon at Tamuning Elementary School for Central residents, and Thursday, July 23rd, also from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at the Asan Maina Mayor's office. It's free and open to everyone. All you need is a identification card. Well, speaking of PCOR 3, that gives the Guam Department of Education the green light to reopen. However, the governor announced this afternoon the new school year will not include sports just yet. Adriana Cotero has more.
Earlier this week, Public Health released that upon declaration of pandemic condition of readiness 3, K through 12th grade schools and institutions are authorized to reopen. And today, the governor declares PCOR 3 effective Monday, July 20th at midnight.
Under PCOR 3, all businesses will be allowed to operate with the exception of senior citizen centers and organized sports, leagues, tournaments, and events.
A reopening plan must now be issued to public health, and during KUAM's weekly one-on-one interviews with Guam Department of Education Superintendent John Fernandez, he has noted that finer, more difficult details to determine include creating guidelines for interscholastic sports and transportation. However, according to our island leader, sports are a no-go at this time.
As far as interscholastic sports, if it means organized events or organized, it is not yet at this point lifted. And again, the basis for that is congregate gathering.
As for the busing schedule, Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio says this is an active issue, that he has been in close communications with GDOE, the Department of Public Works, and Public Health.
There are still parameters to be issued. It really will be focused on occupancy of the buses. We understand that there's going to be a significant reduction in the occupancy of the buses, and criteria will be forthcoming.
GDOE's targeted date for the start of the new school year is mid-August. Public school students have been given 3 curriculum models to choose from, either online distance learning, hard copy distance learning, or a hybrid of in-class and at-home instructions. From the parent survey results, it's been determined that about 65% of the school community is opting for at-home studies. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Adriana Cotero.
Thanks, Adriana. In other news, non-tax filers who receive Social Security, Veterans Affairs, or Railroad retirement benefits have just one more week to submit information to claim an additional $500 per child in federal economic impact payments. Now, this is for people who have not already received their $1,200 EIP and have not filed a tax return or non-filer form. Reventax says it needs more information before the payments are issued. Otherwise, the additional $500 per child will be paid in the following tax year. The deadline to do so is Friday the 24th. The form EIP-NF must be filed on Reventax's website. That, of course, is www.myguamtax.com. Well, for those of you wondering about politics, there will be a primary election after all. After calling an emergency session last week to take up a pair of bills to cancel the primary election in whole or in part, our Nestor Lecanto reports that senators voted down the lone remaining bill to cancel the primary altogether. Republican Jim Moylan and Democrat Therese Terlahi authored the bill meant to save about $400,000 and spare voters from another chance of exposure to coronavirus. But only they and Minority Leader Tello Taitigui and fellow GOP Senator Mary Torres voted in favor of the legislation. Critics argued canceling the primary would mean a likely runoff in the delegate race, which would negate any cost savings at all. Meanwhile, a bill by Senator Kelly Marsh Taitano passed unanimously, easing the requirements for in-office absentee voting in the 2020 election by allowing any qualified voter of Guam to do so. As we reported on KUAM.com not too long ago, Attorney Tom Fisher is petitioning for a writ against an autonomous Guam agency. Court documents state that Fisher sent a Freedom of Information Act request to Port Authority General Manager Roy Respicio, and he refused to comply. The FOIA request was sent on the 1st of the month, asking for memoranda, contract, purchase orders, payment applications, and payments for legal services by the port from New Year's Day to the present. Additionally, Fisher requests all procurement records for legal services during the same time period. Fisher's petition is a writ of mandamus, asking the court order Respicio to disclose the documents or show cause in court to explain reasons for not responding. Further, Fisher asked Respicio he be fined in the amount of $1,000. Respicio later told KUAM News this afternoon that he provided more than 60 pages of documents in the FOIA request within 4 working days. He says, and I quote, Attorney Fisher would have just called the Port Authority of Guam instead of going through extreme measure involving the courts. To federal court now, Chief Judge Francis Tadeko Gatewood has denied the 5 plaintiffs suing the Guam Department of Education superintendent and their motion for a temporary mandatory injunction. The people with disabilities have asked the court to order GDOE to provide individuals' educations plan that they have been deprived from throughout the course of the pandemic. They further asked the local agency to provide 4 hours of daily in-school education services for 4 weeks during the summer break with assistance from specialized paraeducator for each student. The defense opposed the motion with what the chief judge says presented drastically different views. The court finds the information from both parties is insufficient. Court documents state a clear picture of the situation as necessary to warrant the extraordinary remedy of a mandatory injunction will only be available after both parties have had the opportunity to fully brief the issues and submit evidence they wish to have considered. The denial is without prejudice, allowing plaintiffs to various job training workshops to those unemployed. Gore is now awaiting HUD's final approval with the grant awards. And on Thursday, traffic investigators with GPD arrested 28-year-old RG Biare for a February 24th fatal car crash. GPD's Highway Patrol Division responded to a two-car crash on Route 1 in Upper Tumon by Santos Hill. As a result, 22-year-old Steven Sopias had succumbed to his injuries. An autopsy determined his cause of death was a broken skull. Biari was the operator of a Mitsubishi and charged with leaving the scene of an accident with injuries or property damage. She was booked and confined at DOC. We are back in just a moment. Please stay with us.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
We still hand rotate every barrel. We still hand dip every bottle. We still hand cut every label and use red winter wheat from the same single-family farm. Because just like our distinctive taste, these are the marks of the maker.
Social distancing may be the new norm, but connection will always be our tradition. Through good times and tough times, we remain connected with you. Masks may be the new fashion, but protection will always be our style. You can always count on us to protect the things that matter the most. Sanitizing may be the new routine, but caring will always be our practice. We care about your loved ones and the things you value the most. And as we welcome our new normal, one thing remains certain: we will always be here for you. We're open and ready to serve you. Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust.
Hafaday, my name is Samantha David, a graduate of the University of Guam and former Student Government Association president. I work closely with Robert Underwood, and I can tell you that he is more than just a leading intellectual. He is energetic, committed to the development of young people, and absolutely trustworthy. He worked with all of the students no matter where they came from. He guided us, he inspired us, and he never let us down. He was there for all of us whenever we called on him. He looked out for us, and that's why we look up to him. And this is why I am ready for Underwood for Congress.
I'm Robert Underwood, and I approve this message.
KUAM News, winner of the 2020 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Social Media.
Welcome back, everybody, to Primetime. Well, it is now official. Governor Leon Guerrero confirms she has appointed former First Lady Joanne Camacho as the new Deputy Administrator of the Guam Economic Development Authority.
She's, as you know, very much experienced in retail business, very much experience in business development. And when she was working at Duty Free, she was also at one point the GVB director. And so she has a lot of not just retail business, but business development. And both Melanie Mendiola, the director, myself and the Lieutenant Governor, very excited to have her on board. She's got some really great ideas. And if people know First Lady Joanne Camacho, she's a go-getter.
Camacho's first day is August 3rd. Well, the Chamorro cultural advocacy group Ihagan Famalawan Guahan is calling on the governor to reinstate former CLTC chairperson Pika Farron. The group says it was disappointed by the news that Farron's term had ended, and in a letter to the governor, they wrote the return and protection of Chamorro lands is crucial to their mission, and that, quote, under Pika's leadership, the CLTC prevented lands from being misused for unlawful purposes, preserving them for Chamorro families to one day build homes and become self-sustaining. Now, the governor, the chief executive of the government of Guam, was asked by KUAM News if she planned to reinstate the very popular Farron.
I had thanked her for her work, and I'm very grateful for her past work. However, it is, of course, my prerogative to appoint whoever I think would also contribute to the goodness of the CLTC. So our commissioners that are appointed are just as capable and just as competent commissioners to move forward CLT's mission and to make sure that we get the leases going as expeditiously as possible.
The group additionally credits Farron for creating a process to ensure the 8,000 applicants still awaiting land would not be skipped again, and defending the trust from the U.S. Justice Department's allegations of racial discrimination. To education headlines, public schools anticipate about 70% of students to opt for distant learning through online courses or take-home hard copy curriculum for this upcoming school year, and this could mean the need for more support staff. John Fernandez is, of course, the Superintendent of Public Education.
Impacts. Number one is that it's definitely going to require a lot of training and support for distance learning. Some of that support will happen over the summer as we offer training opportunities. And then we are looking at using the very first days, potentially the first week of the school year, to focus on training and preparing teachers to participate in online learning. As what it's going to have is basically on how many teachers are needed and how their time is being spent, for teaching and learning. Are we going to?
Fernandez says this may mean teaching staff teams solely dedicated to online instruction, adding each school is using the parent survey data to determine their individual implementation plans. Well, after allegedly breaking into an apartment and assaulting 2 people inside, 51-year-old Chin Ho Peter Wang said, quote, "They started it." Court documents state the police responded to the incident in Tamuning on the 15th, where they said Wang crawled through a window asking to borrow a charger. The victim responded in the negative, with Wang then allegedly opening the victim's screen, knocking over a rice cooker. He then opened the screen door and went inside, punching the victim several times and striking him with a plastic chair. He allegedly used another plastic chair to strike the victim's roommate. He was charged with home invasion and a special allegation of a commission of a felony while on felony release for a drug case, criminal mischief, and assault. In other news, 24-year-old Afsim Fabian was arrested and charged with assault and reckless conduct. On July 14th, court documents state a man was holding his 2-year-old son outside a store in Jigo when he heard Fabian allegedly yelling at a woman. The man told Fabian to watch his language because there were kids present. Fabian then responded to the man with a profanity and then allegedly punched him in the face while the man was still holding the child. The man then put the child down, and then the two began to fight. 30-year-old Ryan Adam Matabus in Nance was arrested and charged with driving while impaired, resisting arrest, and reckless driving while impaired. According to court documents, on July 4th, a witness heard a man, later identified as Nance, stumbling from side to side and yelling along Route 4. Nance's car was parked in the man's driveway, with Nance leaving the scene and the witness calling 911 and following him. After passing Jeff's Pirates Cove down in Epan, the victim noticed Nance's car parked along a shoulder lane. Heading north, Nance struck a concrete pole before coming to a stop on the shoulder. Police noted Nance's face was red and flushed, and he had bloodshot, watery eyes with his speech slurred, and he had a strong smell of alcohol. According to court documents, Nance admitted he was involved in the crash, but when he was asked to step out of the car, he allegedly refused, saying, "No, you are not arresting me." Police struggled to remove him from the car, then used a taser on Nance until he did comply. Well, please stay tuned because after this, we continue to celebrate the graduates of 2020.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.
It makes myself and it makes my team members very proud to work for an organization that has been on island for many years with its focus on reliability, dependability, and commitment to the communities that they operate in.
Matson's a great corporate citizen to the community.
We all benefit from any sort of environmental commitment we make. One of the ways that we do that is with our Adahi Utano program. There's action behind it, and so action breeds commitment.
With the Kaimana Hila coming to Guam, this brings a new age and modernization to the island.
It's exciting for me because it's a brand new ship and we can carry more freight into the islands. It just shows growth for Guam and Micronesia.
Matson would be nothing without its customers, and we hope to continue to serve you for decades to come.
We are open to serve you at Cars Plus Guam. Need a quick service for your vehicle? Visit our express lane at Cars Plus. Done fast, done right. No appointment needed. Our service team is dedicated to helping you get your vehicle in and out of the shop and back on the road quickly and securely. Simply drop off your vehicle at our express lane driveway, and one of our service advisors will take care of it. Need a ride? Not to worry. We have a shuttle vehicle ready to drop you back home and pick you up when your vehicle is ready. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit us today. We are open to serve you.
It's gonna look a little different in here. Your favorite spot might not be exactly where it used to be. Being next in line might feel a little less like next in line. And our smiles might come with a little extra shine. But McDonald's is ready to take your order as safely as we can.
Okay, now members of the class of 2020, please give me your attention. I mean, you listen to LeBron, listen to me too. This is your year, and nothing can ever take away your amazing achievement and how unbelievably special and unique you are. So we continue to celebrate you and how amazing you are. Here is our latest class of 2020 segment.
Head of the Class 2020 is brought to you by Guam Community College and ABC Stores. Let's start by congratulating Jewel Justine Anita Cruz from Northern Burlington Middle School in New Jersey, graduating the 8th grade. Boo, high school can be intimidating and pressure will unfold before you, but remember to continue to put God first. Continue to speak life and remember to honor your space and speak your heart when things are tough. You have amazing supporters and prayer warriors. Cheers to your next milestone. Chansa Javine Rosario from Notre Dame High School, congratulations! We are so proud of all of your accomplishments. May God bless you on your next journey to success. Joshua Antonio Oasai Relativo from Simon Sanchez High School, outstanding job in accomplishing and conquering a huge milestone in life. We are very proud of all the hard work you've done. Congratulations, my son, and we love you very much. Extremely proud parents. DeAndre Perez from Simon Sanchez High School, bittersweet ending to a fresh new beginning. So proud of you, son. Erica Plummer and Terry Petrus from JFK High School, congratulations to you both on completing such a major milestone in life. Y'all have come a long way, and we just want y'all to know how proud we are of you both. From the fam. Keanu Salas from George Washington High School. Congratulations, Keanu. Love your Kanata family. No longer our baby, but always our son. We're praying the good Lord continues to guide and guard you through your future endeavors. Keanu Salas. Love, Nina and Uncle Len. And last but not least, Charles Gabriel P. Valencia, graduating from Teason High School. Congratulations, and congratulations to all of our graduates this year. That's your head of the class 2020. Brought to you by Guam Community College and ABC Stores.
Okay, each and every one of you, that cap, the gown, your tassel, your ring, your diploma, that is all yours forever. Nothing and no one can ever take that away from you. And each and every one of us on Guam are immensely proud of you. And we continue to celebrate you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on Primetime. Congratulations once again, class of 2020. Up next, your birthday shout-outs.
My child, Ekono, listen. The winds are singing. The ocean is roaring. And the trees are dancing. Our island is moving once again. Ineffable, our unity has carried us through the stillness of today. And now, the spirit of half a day is yearning for our friends to come home.
Nana, is it time to bring all our friends back now?
Hungen, yes, it's time for the world to give us a moment together.
MTO Maintenance will now completely sanitize your home, office, or business with state-of-the-art commercial sprayers. For over 30 years, MTO Maintenance has been committed to the health and safety of our customers. And now, more than ever, a clean home, office, carpets, and furniture is a necessity to our island. Give us a call today. Stay healthy and stay safe, Guam.
Call 647-6861 for an appointment. Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
All right, it's our director Pete Anderson's favorite segment. It's your birthday shoutouts. It's your July 17th episode of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club, where we always get it right the first time. Happy birthday number 8 to Aubriana Cruz, to my princess, Love Mommy. Nathaniel Jordan Espano, happy birthday blessings to Nate, we love and miss you, from your Guam familia. And Lee Weber Jr., happiest of birthday blessings to you from your cigar and beer buddies. We hope all three of you had an absolutely fantastic birthday, have a great island weekend, and you know what? Happy early Liberation Day. Because we're awesome, and you're awesome, because it's your birthday. So have a good one. Okay, you can register for the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club on any device: iPad, phone, gaming console. You name it. Send us a message if it's not supported right now. We'll set it up. We want to make sure your birthday is celebrated, so just let us know. Then click on birthdays and we will get you in there, because you could possibly win a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream cake, which are insanely delicious. I wish I had one right now, but if you are this week's winner, you and your family will have one. So, a ice cream cake is going to Zoe Cruz, who was born on July the 16th, 2014. Zoe, we wish you a happy birthday, and we will be in contact with you and your family to let you guys know how you can redeem your extra birthday gift. And our pleasure to do so. And thanks to our friends at Cold Stone Creamery for making you extra, extra happy. All right, please stay tuned. There is more coming up. Thanks for watching.